The train continues moving. So we have, at the age of 20, Kol Tzava, anybody that at the age of 20 they were eligible to go out into the Tzava, in the army, and they were counted. And once something is counted, it can be batal. So, what does it mean to be counted? Counted is that once you have an awareness, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you know, you can't unknow. Once you become mindful, you can become unmindful. Whatever is going on after that is just your own spinning. You're spinning, and that's fine because you're supposed to spin out and bring bitter into that place. That's your job, that's your tafkid. It's confusing. It's like, as we said, passing out. You lose consciousness. You lose yourself only to get back to self. We know the famous story that wat is gezoekt in Geider, that the Eibsche is gegangen zu alle 70 nations and hat sie gefragt, wie ist der Teure? Und gesagt, wo steht dort? Und tun ich gamvenen? Okay, it's not for me. Und tun ich this? Not for me. I have to have, can't have lust and taivas, not for me. What does that mean? And then when he came to us, hat gelijk de barg en tapfen in zijn kop, and he goes, other nemtes, other, I'm going to crush you. Right? And it's the famous joke, like, what do you mean? I didn't want to, with the force. What does that mean, though? When he went around, is energetically the vibration, the Torah represents something very, very pure, very powerful, very clean, very, it's full of love, full of compassion, with alignment. It's a complex machine. 613 strings, then it's a parachute made out of 613 plus 7. And these strings have to be perfectly aligned, and no one person can do this. We need a community. We need a whole klal to do this, because one person knows how to daven, one person knows halacha, one person knows this, and we, with our little brains that we have now, we're at the bottom. We can't do this alone. We need to hold on together in order to get the job done. To be a perfect parachute, 10 people is a proper chute you can hold. So he went around and vibrational. It went to one place, and Yishmael said, I can't kill. I cease to exist. My DNA, the desire in my heart is to kill. I can't have taivas. Oh, that guy said I can't, because if I give that up, then I'm no longer here. My whole essence is here just for that. But what happens when he came to us, he put the heart on top of our heads, is that we have such a level of, we're coming from a place of ayin. It's the yeshmi ayin, there's something from nothing, that we're able to tolerate anything and we can surrender to anything. And this is what the Eibishter showed us. He put us into a squeeze and we were able to surrender, and that's how we found the ayin. That's how we found ourselves. Not the squeeze, not under the squeeze, under the pressure, but rather under the pressure we're able to find something so colorful, so colorless that it's full of color. Something that is so pure that it's full of expression. All the possibilities, the possibility of limitless. Limitless is only possible when I can fully surrender and I'm not attached to anything and I can handle anything. There is why did he create everything else? They are just there as a reflection coming out of us. We have 70 options around us that is holding space. In other words, we are imaging that. We are creating that. As a result of us being here, we're triggering all that, so to speak. Especially now that we're going into what we counted the sphere, that's exactly where it's at. We're in the centerpiece of the world. The centerpiece, and we are triggering all that, and we understand now that if there is a trigger, then I have it from within me. So we get to choose what shows up on the other side. 70 nations of opposition, or 70 nations that give me koyach, that by me recognizing that I have a temptation in that space, that I have a weakness in such a place, so that is my koyach. That's where I draw power from to go even stronger, to the next step, by saying yes or by saying no, whatever that may be for you. Your expression in order for this to be a proper parachute. So, Dir Betachtanim. It's about finding expression here, understanding the responsibility, and Kabbalah Satira Besimcha, Pnimius, and taking ownership, not to blame, but take ownership to. Ownership means that the key to everything is to drop into to self-love, to have it with compassion. And once I see that my opposition is something that I am manifesting, I am showing up that way, then we can start the healing. Because if I tap into, I don't know if I said it in the last voice note, if I tap into self-love, the whole everything just collapses. From accepting everything from a place of love, there is no resistance. You take the energy, the koyach out from the opposition, whatever is triggering you. So it should be a successful Yom Tov. We should all tap into the simcha, happiness, family time, eating, drinking, learning, dancing, talking. Be mindful, be present, even when you talk. Should be mindful talking, and bringing the simcha into everything. Have an awesome Yom Tov and a good Shabbos.